Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Major League Nerding Out. I totally messed up my original intro. I was looking for Ninja Turtles, but I messed it up. Anyway, I'm joined by Renee for the first time in a long time. And CJ McCree. What's the last time before I go to CJ, let's go talk to Renee. What's the last time you were here? Was it Venom? Was it October?
I want to say it was that long ago.
That was 6 months ago.
Or what was the last movie we talked about?
It was Venom, because then it was Sarah and I did Stanley.
Yeah.
The CJ. That was CJ, Stanley.
But didn't we have like a end of the year?
No, because I was in Mexico.
Yeah, okay.
So it was October. Wow.
Oh, wow.
That was 6 months. Okay,
Gosh.
and you couldn't do...
I couldn't do Stanley.
Spider-Verse.
Yeah, I couldn't do Spider-Verse.
So welcome back, though. Thank you.
Thank you.
CJ, what is up, good sir? How are you?
I live, I breathe. I live in Wisconsin and eat cheese.
I see you rocking the Spider Iron Spider shirt and the Spider-Man. All right,
and the Miles Morales shirt.
This Spider-Man nonetheless, good sir. Spider-Man nonetheless. I got my Avengers Endgame shirt that my cousin got straight from Mexico. I like it a lot. See, Avengers. That's what we talk about. So, can we roll that video clip, please, of Avengers?
The world has spoken. Avengers Endgame is shattering box office records around the world.
Whatever it takes.
Avengers Endgame, rated PG-13.
Alrighty. The biggest question for me is, where the frack is Lady Sif? Where is she? Why isn't she in this movie? Where is my future ex-wife, Renee?
I have no idea.
CJ, go ahead, sorry.
No, yeah, I wonder that too, because she kind of disappears after the first Thor movie, right?
Ragnarok. Not Ragnarok, Dark World.
Dark World, yes.
Yeah. Yes, there she is.
Yeah.
My future ex-wife. Renee, you're not Renee. CJ, what did you... CJ, where is she? Where do you think she is?
Setting up for her future Disney Plus show.
Yes, that's right. That's right. It is happening. So then now we know.
It's a rumor, but it's one that I'm hopeful of.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Alrighty. Overall, so Renee, your thoughts on Endgame?
On Endgame, I thought it was pretty cool. It certainly lived up to the hype. Didn't expect it to go the way it did, like the time traveling stuff. That was like, whoa.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, I didn't know they were gonna go there, because throughout the first act, I'm like, where are they gonna go with this? And then they're like, time travel. As soon as Ant-Man came out of the quantum realm, that was the direction they were going with.
What was I gonna say? So a couple of years ago, they said out leaked photos, and there's one with Thor, it's Captain America, and they have little spots. I think we have a picture of there. And also Thor. It has a picture of Thor in our bins about time travel. But I think like 2 years ago, they kind of like, we're going back to time travel because that's the suit from 2012 Avengers. So I'm like, what is that? CJ, what did you think about the time travel aspect? I did like it, but we will go into that. CJ, what are your thoughts?
It's interesting. I actually like how they did it. I remember when there were rumors that there was going to be time travel in this movie, and when you have something like the snap that takes away like half your viable characters, it's like you can only do like one of two things, like to bring them back, like A, either find Aladdin's genie, or B, like use time travel, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, so I was hesitant at first because I actually I like time travel in time travel movies, but I kind of hate it in everything else, you know?
Like it's a cop-out, right?
You know, it's just like, it seems like such a cop-out, you know what I mean? Like, and so it's like, I don't know, like the way they did it though, you know what I mean, is good. The rules that they set up where it's like, yeah, you can go back in time, but you can't really like change anything. You can just kind of like use stuff from the past.
So that's what I butted head with the most. That is my biggest issue with this movie. And then we'll talk about, that's my biggest issue with that movie is the time travel stuff, because I'm a big Doctor Who fan. And one of the showrunners was like, he researched theories about time travel. He read books about if time travel were plausible, these are the theories, right? This is what they would do. So he goes like, I stuck to those rules. And it kind of felt like Marvel was like, no, we'll do whatever the frack we want. And then he's like, we'll kill Nebula in the past, future past, but then we'll also have Loki steal the Tesseract, and we'll have them all, and they go back in time further to steal it again. So we're like, wait, so does any of this happen at all? Did it not happen?
Yeah, that was kind of a head scratcher for me. I'm like, wait, doesn't that affect the timeline? Like, it's like the butterfly effect, essentially. Doesn't the little things they do affect their timeline later on? But I think they just like totally ignored it.
They did. So I was talking to CJ about this too, and we were saying that remember drinking game. CJ was saying that there was a line that Hulk says. Okay, we'll talk about Smart Hulk too. That bugged me a lot. Like
it bugged me, but it is in the comic universe.
It is
Professor Hulk.
Yes, Professor Hulk. That's right. He is in there. But it was still like, wait, what? Like, what is happening?
It was a little bit weird, but
yeah. But he brought up this rule. Like, what did he say, CJ? Like you said it too. We talked about this yesterday too. He said, even though,
even if we take the Infinity Stones out of their place, we're going to put it back in place. Isn't that what he said?
That's what he said. But he also said that when they're talking about doing the first test run, that your present becomes your past and your past becomes your present, or something like that. But he's also said about that too, like there won't be this cool. We're bringing it back before we left. But I'm like, but you're still creating timelines. I'm like
you're still creating multiverses.
Here's the thing, though. Like when he was when he was arguing with the Ancient One, saying that he's going to put the stones back in place.
Right.
He wasn't saying that he was going to put the stones back in place to stop changes from their prime universe, if you call it like that. He was putting the stones back in place so that time split that they already created by going back in time wouldn't have to exist in a world without the stone.
Wait, what? No, I'm more confused.
This is why time travel is scary.
Yeah, this is why I was like, wait, what? I kind of got it, but then I'm like,
basically, like because what Hulk was saying was true.
Okay.
Like if you go back in time, like if I go back in time to prevent Renee from being murdered.
Which Renee?
Yeah, which one? It matters.
It matters. Which Renee?
Okay.
It's gonna be you.
Darth Vader Renee on a Marvel show.
It's Star Wars Day.
Okay, all right, I forgive.
Thank you.
Am I not merciful?
You are such a nerd. I'm sorry. Okay, continue.
Okay, so if I go back in time to prevent Darth Vader Renee from being assassinated,
right?
That doesn't change the fact that she was already assassinated.
Okay.
But it'll let I can stop that past Renee from being killed, but it'll create a separate timeline.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
But then bringing those stones back in time.
That means the events of Infinity War are still going to occur, and then it's just going to be a loop. You know, they're just going to keep going back in time to fix what happened in Infinity War.
I think I'm still 100% not sure what that means.
You get what I was saying, right?
The time on this movie is confusing as all balls.
It really is.
Yeah.
We agree to that. Okay, but that was my biggest issue overall. But let's talk about the characters, the biggest changes.
Yeah.
Let's start with Nebula. What did you think, Renee?
She should have changed her Wi-Fi password.
Explain that, please. Please explain that.
Okay, so I know they didn't think that it would happen. I didn't even think it would happen. But with her going back in time, at the same time that the 2014 Nebula was existing, I didn't think they would share the same network connection.
Right.
And that creating like a problem for the Avengers, you know?
Right.
That came out of almost left field.
That was, to me, that was a very Deus Ex Machina thing. Like, this has no reason for it existing. Like, how is she getting... I mean, I guess it was a computer thing, but I'm like, wait. But then it goes back to, like, this is an old version. We can't go back. So I'm like, I'm like, no, I don't believe your computer science magic thing.
It is so weird.
But overall, so what about you, CJ?
I was kind of shocked, and I was blown away at the amount of Nebula that we got, and also the amount that they made me care about her.
Yeah.
You know, I really loved. We were talking about this earlier, but I really loved the moment in the beginning when Tony's teaching her how to play finger football. You know, and she has like this on her face, like when he's like, "See, you won. Was that fun?" You know what I mean? And she's just like really has never experienced anything like this.
Yeah,
before,
Yeah.
she's naturally competitive.
Yeah,
Like dangerous. Like she literally lost a limb
Yeah.
because of that. That I was just as a fan of Karen Gillan as an actress, because I love me redhead, as you know. I was like, it was fun to see her do different things, and I haven't seen her be this much range since freaking Doctor Who.
Yeah.
But I did like her story. I did like her origin. It was weird her being both.
Her character arc is certainly interesting. She's come a long way from being like who you would consider to be the bad person. But
Yeah.
no, she was really misled by Thanos, and then she realized that, and then she
It was
came to
that
her own.
it was that she wanted approval from everyone, and that's kind of like I have to do this. So she finally learned like, no, I got it. That's kind of what I got from it. I have to watch the guys' movies again because I think she is the best thing. Because I was watching Selfie again, and she's in it, and I'm like, oh my god, you are so adorable.
I'm so sad that they canceled that show. But anyways.
I know. Anywho, all right. One of the most controversial things that I've heard, not really that much, but I've heard friends who were like, "Fat Thor." Let's talk about that. CJ, you were the one that kind of brought this up to me. I didn't know this was a thing. Can you talk about Fat Thor?
Fat Thor. One thing I noticed, like it seems like it's very divisive online, Fat Thor. So let me just start by saying I like Fat Thor. And not only do I like it, but I respect their choice for Fat Thor. Because they followed through and they actually kept him fat till the end. Which is something that I thought somehow, some way, they would Hollywood their way out of like having this fat guy
Right.
in the last scene. You know what I mean? Like so he'd get the power back, and somehow Lightning would be able to erode away, 5 years worth of drinking or whatever. But, I mean, obviously Lightning doesn't work like that, but it can braid hair.
I do, yeah. I'm like, it can be.
But I liked Fat Thor because it fed directly into his story. And one thing I noticed is that like people online, I'm not saying their opinion is wrong, but a lot of people who felt like Fat Thor was a joke don't like it.
Yeah.
And a lot of people who see Fat Thor as not a joke, you know what I mean, they tend to like it a little bit better, you know what I mean? The people who see it as a joke, they're like, well, no, like the jokes didn't land. I only laughed a little bit, you know what I mean? And I'm like, well, you got to change your perspective. It's not a joke. It's not meant to be funny. It's this guy. It's the natural evolution of this guy who all he had left in life was to kill Thanos. And Thanos has been gone for 5 years, so what else is he gonna do?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, just sit there and drink. He's a warrior with no war.
Yeah, he's basically he's like, as you said, a war vet, essentially.
Yeah.
And he has PTSD he has regret from what Thanos had done. He felt he could have prevented it if he had just gone for the head sooner.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
So I at first thought it was a joke, and I didn't. I just was surprised that they stuck to him. Like, you guys stuck to that joke, and then when he said it's not a joke, I'm like, oh my god, you're right. Like, it's not a joke. It's about this dude who's having this depression. Like, he's drinking, and that's how he's dealing with it. I was like, this is too real now.
Yeah.
But he was still funny.
It was still funny.
I overall, second viewing, I'm like, okay, I get it now. It is a joke, but it's still, the joke runs deeper than just the physical of, oh look, I'm a fat god kind of thing.
Yeah.
Who drinks a lot.
On the God of Thunder, I've gained weight.
That was the big thing that I really liked. What else is there before we move on that you guys want to touch on? Right now, I'm just trying to erase stuff I want to talk about.
His relationship with Rocket, maybe?
Right, Rocket? Okay, with the Rocket Raccoon. Okay, go ahead.
It's interesting how they used Rocket as the device to convince Thor to do what they're about to do, to go back into time. And
interesting, okay. You want to elaborate on that?
They had. I understand because they went through, in Infinity War. They created his new weapon.
Right, Stormbreaker.
That was fine then, but to have Rocket be the one to be like, "Hey, come with me and do this," it was kind of interesting. But I guess Rocket's kind of good with reverse psychology.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. I thought that to me was kind of interesting. Yeah.
CJ, what about you? Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, actually hadn't really thought about that before, but it is interesting because, like she said, Rocket did share that moment with Thor in Infinity War when they're in the back of the pod. And it's interesting that, that he is now that one after sharing that conversation that Thor presumably like never had with anyone else. And Rocket being the one to bring him kind of out of his senses. And even though he does it a little bit underhandedly.
Yeah.
Like, there's beer on the ship, bro. Like, just come on, bro. Like, just get on the ship. Like we'll take care of the rest, you know? Like,
yeah, because I was just thinking about like this overall. Like, it was a 3-hour long movie, but it's very, very lean. Like there's no fat in that movie at all.
Yeah.
Like it felt like someone a coworker said like I felt like I sat through the first 2 hours for the last hour. I'm like, I can see that, but everything was worth it though. Like
Yeah.
when one of my favorite moments was when Captain America fights Captain America, and then back to the
yeah.
and he goes, "That is America's ass."
That is
That was so. That's. Dude, I want to elaborate because I'm like losing it right here. So who wants to elaborate on that one?
okay. I'll take America's ass. Well, here's what I'll say about that. Like I'll use that as a jumping off point. In that, what I love about this movie are the callbacks.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
When you're watching this movie, initially you're very aware of the cliffhanger that it left you with.
Right.
But you're also become very aware that this is a sequel to 22 movies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this movie has so many callbacks to, like, it literally references at least every movie after Avengers, the first Avengers.
Right.
It references at least every movie after that and a couple of movies before that.
Nice.
Like, there are things that, like I was talking to you about the other night, like things that we didn't necessarily need to know.
Right.
That this movie illuminates and gives you, like, expanded knowledge of a scene. Like, you know what I mean? Like in the first Avengers, when Loki is at the end and they're about to transport back to Asgard, him and Thor, and Loki has that ridiculous mask on his face, like it's stopping him from speaking. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like, where did that even come from? You don't care because it's the end of Avengers and it's a montage. You know what I mean? They just beat the bad guy. You know, whatever. But like this movie actually shows you how he got that on his mouth, and it's like I didn't ask that question, but I know the answer to that now. You know what I mean? Like.
All right. You got one that you want to talk about?
What was my favorite callback? Oh my god.
Or anything, just a favorite joke or just a favorite moment or whatever.
Well, I did like the callbacks because it was nice. Oh gosh, what was the one that really got me?
Because I want to talk about two things before
Okay. You know what? It was all good. Just
Okay.
Go on. Let's go on.
So the first one I want to talk about is when Captain America holds in the wheels of Meow Meow. Thor's hammer.
Oh yeah.
That was amazing. The first time I saw it, I screamed, I'm like, yes! Cap did it!
I
And then
remember.
when Thor's like, yeah, I knew it! That was awesome. I was just like, oh my God, that is like, the closest thing I've ever saw was when I was in high school. I read the Justice League Avengers crossover. And
Yeah.
Superman like picks up Mjolnir and has Captain America's shield. And you see him throw the hammer, and it was like, that was the closest thing I've seen to that. I mean,
Yeah.
if that was real, that'd be amazing. That'd be, and then CJ was telling me too about Cap facing down towards Thanos' army. It's just like Cap, like that epic shot, like it's just like hordes and hordes of the villains, and then just Captain America, and then one more. Sorry, and then we're gonna move to the other one I want to talk about. When he says Avengers, assemble. I laughed. So I'm like, I've been waiting. So the past 3 Avenger movies for them to
I
finally say.
teared up when I heard
I did too. I was like, oh my God.
"Ah."
CJ, what was your take on out of those before? What did you think of that?
I mean, you already know. Like, to me, like that, you already know, man. Like, because it was like those 3 moments. To me, like in succession, were like the coolest moment I had seen in cinema. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like first, Cap grabs the hammer, and I'm like, whoa! Like this is the coolest thing. Like. In the MCU right now, you know what I mean? Like, this is the coolest moment. He picks up that hammer, like, and I've seen it twice in theaters now. Both times, somebody screamed when I like, both times. If it was, you know what I mean? The first time, obviously, like, more people were like, yeah, you know what I mean? And it's dope. It's awesome. And it's another callback probably the greatest callback in the movie. You know what I mean? Obviously, a callback to Avengers 2 where he almost picks it up.
Yeah.
And I've heard some interesting theories about why he couldn't pick it up then and why he can pick it up now,
Right.
which I think are cool. But which leads to the second, like that second moment that you mentioned, which to me is the most epic moment in all of cinematic history. Like, you can fight me on that. If you got a better one, I'd love to see that movie. But freaking,
Me too. I want to see that movie.
It's the most epic moment in all of cinematic history when Cap is facing down. The most epic shot, I should say.
It's a shot. It's a great shot.
Standing alone with a broken shield, facing down the entire Thanos army, and I'm like, dude, I want that as a painting, like on my wall. Like that was amazing looking. You know what I mean? And it's just like, you know that he doesn't have a chance, but he is Cap, so he's gonna fight until he's dead. You know what I mean? Like, it's so epic. And then of course, the next moment, you know what I mean, that happens like maybe not even 30 seconds after that, and like that is like the greatest moment of fan service in comic book history, I feel like, and it's so earned and it's so well deserved as soon as you get it, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Okay. No, that was like, my out of all those three, the one top is just him saying Avengers Assemble, followed by Meow Meow, and then that shot. But okay, two things I want to talk about. Iron Man at the end. Was that earned? I thought that wasn't earned. I thought that it happened because we're out of it, but I don't think he needed to die. I don't think he needed, it was out of...
Yes and no.
Okay, go ahead. Explain that.
I've heard some things online about why they had to end Iron Man because they can't afford Robert Downey Jr. anymore. So that may be why they had to kill off his character. So I felt like his end was fitting, but at the same time, it's like, oh, he's gone. It's bittersweet.
Okay.
If anything, you know.
Okay.
God. All
See,
right.
TJ, what are your thoughts? We talked about it, but I want you to share to the world.
Well, yeah, because I mean, they spend most of the movie giving the character closure. On the one hand, if they did all of that and then he stays alive, that kind of makes all of that null and void. You know what I mean? Like,
True.
he literally had once he gave the world a daughter and he had become made his peace
Right.
with pretty much the world. He had given the world all he really could. He had already spawned the Age of Superheroes. He had
Right.
already spawned the Avengers.
Right.
The only thing, after he had a daughter, the only thing left for him to do was make peace with everybody else.
Right.
So he made peace with Cap. He made peace with his father.
Right.
He made, he took out Thanos, the threat that he himself had feared forever. And maybe the threat that he, even by inventing himself, called upon the world. You
Right.
know what I mean? He wrapped up everything that he started. So in a sense, story-wise, yeah, he kind of did have to die.
Okay. See, I still I knew that he was gonna when I saw them bring a kid, I'm like, he's gonna die. Like I kind of
Yeah.
okay. I still felt maybe because I'm not a big Iron Man fan at all in the comics. I just like I like his interpretation of the character. And I see what you're saying, CJ. Like he should have died. I still feel like he shouldn't have. I still feel like it was kind of like the snap was like no. I don't feel it was. Because they were giving him closure, like CJ says. It was just like I don't think it was just justified yet. I still think he had a little bit more to go through. But on the second time, but I messed around. I missed this the first time when he snaps his fingers. He says, "I am Iron Man."
Yeah.
I might have to call back to the first movie.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god, like okay, this makes sense now. Like the second time around, I saw it a little bit more, maybe because I knew what was happening, what was gonna happen. But that was like okay. So I was like, I'm still not sure if he deserves to die or not. I'm gonna see it again because I just need closure. And fuck, I love
You still need the closure.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
I love that movie. That movie by far it's just probably I think I teared up again just watching. Okay, I was gonna talk about the A4, but we don't have time.
Oh, yeah.
The one other thing I want to talk about is Captain America and Peggy Carter at the very end of the movie. Who wants to take that one? Because I can go off on that one. I can whack Rhapsodies about that. But who wants to go first about that one?
CJ.
Fine, you. No, I'm joking. Fuck yeah, bro, yeah. Thank you guys for giving him a happy ending because, like, he was such a tragic character. Because, like, he gives his all for everyone. You know what I mean? Like, he gives his all for the little guy. Like, Cap is a character that, like, sacrifices everything. You know what I mean? And so it's good to have him, to give him such a poetic ending. You know what I mean? Like, this dude sacrifices everything for the American dream. And guess what he got in the end? The American dream.
Yeah, he did. He did. He got what he wanted. He got what he wanted. He got that's all. He got his girlfriend. He got the last dance. And when he brought it back to you, it was like he finally got his last dance. And that shot of Peggy on his chest, I was like, dude, I was tearing up again like a little punk. I'm like, oh my god, like I was just like, that killed me. We have 45 seconds left, I think.
45 seconds
Yeah.
left?
What do you want to talk about? No pressure.
Okay, well. Oh, my favorite callback was the Hail Hydra thing. When he was
That
in
was
the elevator with those Hydra agents.
Yep.
Or their shield, but they were secretly Hydra. We all know they were Hydra agents.
That was good. Okay.
I was like, oh, God.
So overall, okay.
He said the line.
Okay, so last thoughts, guys, before we move on for the next one, whenever we come back. Wink, wink. Last thoughts? Like, how would you on the movie overall in general?
About Endgame?
Yeah.
I would see it again.
CJ?
And again and again.
Awesome. It's great. It's the most Marvel movie I've ever seen.
Did you see the very, very end
Yeah.
after the credits?
Yeah.
Not see, but heard.
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah.
It was a nice little callback.
It was to Iron Man, and then I just
Yeah.
like overall, I just watch it. Like I don't know. We've sat through 10 years of these movies, so I'm invested. But I say watch it. I loved it. I'm gonna watch it probably 2 more times in theaters. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
All right, so we're gonna do Captain Marvel.